is ripping.
My tummy hurts.
Pretty good, right bad.
Hey, good evening, guys. It's Monday, December 6th. This is our daily recap video. Want to draw your attention to something just right now. This is live. Intel just got some news here. Intel to list shares on Mobileye unit. Blah blah blah. Planning to publicly list shares of its Mobileye self-driving car unit. This thing just took off on news. It was closed at 51. It just ripped up here to 55. About a $4 move in the last 10-12 minutes here. Actually, last 30 minutes. These are 10-minute candles. So the last 30 minutes, we've had a pretty nice move here. Most of you are familiar with our service here, our alerts, and our Slack channel. What I want to look at, show you was today, this morning, I was looking at 9:25 a.m. I said, keep an eye on gaming stocks, all getting a pop on pre-market. They were getting some dark pool prints. Caesars, Penn, Vegas, MGM, Boyd, DraftKings, Hilton, several others, and then airlines as well, and RCL, NCLH, Delta, American Airlines, JetBlue, LUV. Save was in there too today. SPY had a big gap. It gapped up big. It was up 250 in pre-market. Q was negative. We got a rip positive right before the open. I said be careful with the SPY gap long. Okay, so be careful with the SPY gap long. And what I meant was just didn't want to chase that. Over here on the ticks, as you can see, we gapped up about 1,250, 1,300 on the ticks. So, when we get a huge gap up on the ticks like that, usually we pull back at the open. So it's exactly what we did. If you're looking at the SPY, here's a SPY here. Finished up 514. Real nice day on the SPY. What we did, we opened here. We had a little real quick rip. I'll show you a 5-minute. Real quick rip up here, and then immediately dumped. Right? I mean, we went to 450, 675, dumped all the way under 454. So it was a couple dollar move down, and then finally came back up. We consolidated and we finally broke out again. So, looking over here at the Heikinashi, we were always, the 246 was always intact to the upside. So I wasn't worried about going short. I did scalp the SMHs and the Qs short at one point for about 3 to 4 minute trades. That was it. But this was intact all day. The Qs were a little bit weaker. Qs were the weaker indice. They had a bigger flush and they stayed down here a little longer. Again, they popped up here to 384.50, all the way down to 379. So, like a $4 or $5 range here, and then they rip back up, kind of pull back again a little bit. I was worried about these wicks on the Qs. As you can see, if you keep your eyes peeled on this here, the Qs just kept testing at 17, testing to 17, testing to 17. It did close over it though. On the 10 minute is what I was watching. I was worried here, and I was worried here with these wicks here. I didn't know if it was going to close below, but you see all the tests: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tests before noon, and momentum started shifting to the downside. So what I was looking at on the SPY though, look how strong the SPY was. SPY was a lot stronger. Never even came down and tested the 17 all day till the afternoon, till about 2:30, 2:40. So SPY was definitely a lot stronger. IWM was really strong too. Immediately turned around, ripped back up. It didn't even really consolidate here. It just kept tearing up here. Consolidated up over here, over pre-market high, and bounced right off it. So really nice day on IWM as well. And it did not test the 17 on the 10 minute. So the only thing that concerned me on this one, again, was the momentum. But SPY was the strongest. S&P, the big S&Ps, we're looking at the 4,600 area. 4,600, we came back up here, consolidated between 4590s and 4,600. So it's going to be a real important key level for us going into tomorrow. See if we can break yesterday's Friday's high, and then possibly break today's high. Today's high was 46.12. So I'd like to see it maybe even gap up over there, get up through the 8. We are closed right on the 8 moving average. Get up through the 8 and the 21. That'd be really strong to me. I would like to see that happen. We can break this downtrend. We're nowhere near the 200 on the S&P, so still really intact. But the airlines, we're looking at like I was looking at AAL, American Airlines, up. Nice day on American Airlines, right? These ones have tight spreads on them, so decent day on American Airlines. Really nice rip. If you day traded that, show you these here. Nice move on that. We got a Norwegian, NCLH, really nice move, up $1.96 here. Carnival Cruise Lines finished up $1.66. These were a little higher midday. Las Vegas Sands, really nice move. Penn Gaming, really nice move. United Airlines, nice move. United Airlines up 363. Penn up 268 here. Disney had a decent day, up 4.25, finished. Caesars and Wynn, all that was on the list with all the gaming. So Royal Caribbean as well, 564. Really nice, strong, steady trend moves today. Hilton Worldwide, HLT. And then we were talking in the chat room is immediately when the market opened. I was watching the financials mainly. We were negative to positive on the XRT. XRT was negative on the morning, had a nice rip down. We were negative, and then went positive on in the retail sector. Some of the stocks had some nice days. Had a nice day. SMHs as well. SMHs were way down at one point. They were down $9 here, 291. Turn around all the way back up to 35 cents. They finished here, back break even. So about a $9-10 bounce here. Gold I really wasn't interested in today. The other thing was home builders, XHB. I kept saying we went negative, or not negative, but we were only up like 30-40 cents, and we kept hitting highs here on the XHB home builders. You had Lennar, Pulte, LEN, Lennar, Toll Brothers. This is a nice 247 finished up for the day. Toll Brothers, 224, DHI. So all this was called live in the chat room. If you guys aren't familiar with us, we do have a chat room. We run all day live. So Coin as well. Coin, Mar, and Riot. Kept saying Coin, Mar, and Riot. 245 all the way up here to 269. So a nice $20 bounce, and then another few dollars after market here. Mar was negative. Mar was down negative. It looked like the stronger one to me. Mar was pretty negative. We closed over here. We were down here. We gapped down, and we just, after the SPY and the NASDAQ turned around, we ended up from $36, like 34.90s here, all the way to 44. So nice turnaround on Mara, Riot as well. So we're looking at same exact pattern. Follow the indices, 25 all the way up to 29. So nice move on Riot. And Nvidia got hit in the morning. Apple kept going up, right? So we were watching Apple. Apple just kept going up and up and up. It turned about 10:20, 10:30 here. It rolled over, and it just never recovered. But Apple had a really nice move out of the gate. Nvidia was, where's Nvidia? Let me see. Nvidia. Boeing had a nice day. Where's Nvidia? I'll type it in. I got a huge watch list here. Nvidia had a nice big sell-off. We gapped down and we ran down. This is the same chart that you look at your consolidation, your gap down, your close lower. Your open lower. And we ripped down. We were down at 1.280 here. It did close at 300. So nice $10 turnaround on AMD. Running with the SMHs and the XLK. XLK was negative, and it did recover and finish positive. So let me see. AMD, same thing. You had a gap down. It had a little recovery. It went almost close to positive. We finished up here Friday. It almost went positive. Then it rolled over, ripped all the way back down here to 134. Ended up going to 144. So, 34 to 44, $10 bounce here. So, actually that was 41. 44 was the open. But, nice recovery here on these. So Amara, Riot, Coin, A couple others we're looking at. AFRM, I know Nick was trading that. AFRM, we were hitting lows and lows and lows, for weeks there. Had a big negative divergence from this old high here. We had already saw a negative divergence coming in. This thing's been just grinding down, riding under the 8. It didn't really close under the 8 for the last 2 weeks, or close over the 8 for the last 2 weeks, nor the 21. We got up here, tested the 50, and just blew down for the last 6 days. So caught that bounce today. Upstart was about the same. Upstart had a nice move. Upstart now a nice range, 157 low, 180 high. So if you're looking at Upstart today, same things. I like the 246 cross over the 17. That was entry. It was on 169 area, and then it kind of went off to the races. Here was the move down. Initial move down with the market. Pull back up. Tested its morning high. Pull back and just bounced right off VWAP and ran on up. But decent move there. And then the small caps, we're looking at CPIX, ISIG. ISIG had a really nice day here. Told everybody, watch this thing. When it broke this flag area about 7:30, told everybody go long 7:30. And then the other thing was pre-market high. Pre-market was 788 here. So pre-market 788. As soon as we hit this 788 level, I like trading these levels on the small caps when they're breaking out. This one ended up with 84 million for the day. Had a lot of big volume in the morning, but it came up, it broke out, tested, and then off to the races. We did halt 3 times on this thing. We halted twice up and then once down. I don't know if it halted here or not, but we did halt here. We halted here, the first halt, and the second halt was 948. I think 803 was the first halt, or 903, and then 950 we opened, 1006 ran again. This thing did go all the way up to 1635. It ran up to here. It didn't recover after hours. It sold off a little bit down to 1250, but it did run up here for a split second to 1640s. So that was a good one. CDEV, we're watching that a little bit. Volume was light, but nice move overall. AHI was another one. AHI, really nice move. Called that over this old high right here, 459, 469. It went off to the races, ran up here to about 640, so ended up 23% on the day. Decent volume came in here. I didn't like the volume when it first started taking off, but after it got out of this consolidation, had the 246 cross, we had a nice move on it. Another one was the CPIX. Did I just talk about that one? I don't think so. CPIX, that had a nice move too. Same thing. Bull flag area, 480. I had that line drawn here. It was a 246 cross at 480, and that one ended up at 760. So Prague was another one. Prague had a really nice move. Had a cross here over to 17. I like going over the 17, 234 area. Ran up to 290. Not a huge move, but a nice slow, steady grind up with so-so volume. Top volume though was ISIG. ISIG was top volume at 84 million. Next was ASET, and then the CPIX at 35 million, and then at Prague had 43 million. So haven't been watching many pennies. I am still in TGGI. I had a bid for more NOUV, 5 million at Trip 7s, never got filled. And that's about it. I took a few Q trades, took a few other trades today. Finished up the day overall about $1,700. Nothing big, just playing around. And then a lot of 52-week low swings we called in Slack app. Lemonade, 52-week lows here. Lemonade was one of them. It's a 52-week low, looking for a good bounce here. Lemonade had Roblox had a really nice move down last few days. Caught a little bounce on that. DraftKings as well. DraftKings 52-week lows yesterday. Just about touched it today. Nice recovery on DraftKings, up 235 on the day. So there was a few. PayPal was another one. PayPal, I'm looking at 52-week lows. We are consolidating here. Nice heavy consolidation here the last 4 days on PayPal. Hopefully this doesn't sell off anymore. We are starting to get the 8 turn up. Momentum's still pretty negative on it. But we are basing out over VPOC volume profile about 185, 186 area. So see if hopefully we won't get another flush on that. And then that's about it, really. If you want to follow us, come follow us on Off the Chart Trading on Facebook. And if you want to join us in the chat room, offtecharttrading.com, hit myself or Nick or Ed up. We're always around. See what's moving here after hours. Let me look at after hour chart. Yeah, not much volume. FUTU, a little bit. SoFi was moving this morning, had a nice little bounce. SoFi kind of consolidating, flagging out here. And coins still getting a few hit here and there. Let me see where Intel just went again. And TC, stopped around 54.75. No big move there after it stopped there. Like I said, I'm not watching any pennies. So, all right, guys. You guys have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow.